Here's the crazy thing about SaaS and your software product. You can do all the hard things for go-to-market. You can run your Broadway show. You can have an amazing manifesto. You can have a perfect landing page. And you get all these people to show up and become a lead and then show up to a product demo on your website or on a discovery call. But then at that moment, you give the product demo and they can decide, after all that hard work, you know what, this product's just not for me. I don't think so. I didn't really like the demo. That's what sucks about this. The product demo is part art and part science, and it can make or break the success of your SaaS business, because ultimately they're buying that product, and in that 3-minute demo or 4-minute demo, they're gauging if this product is going to solve their problems and if it's for them versus all the other competitors that exist. That's the crazy part about SaaS. So on this episode, I'm going to walk you through the 3 principles that you absolutely need to know about how to create that perfect product demo. And when you follow these 3 principles, you're gonna avoid 3 common mistakes that even I made 2 weeks ago for my own SaaS products. And when you actually apply these principles, you're gonna be able to crush that product demo and accelerate your path to that next stage of growth. Intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Unstoppable. I'm TK, and on this channel, I help SaaS founders like you grow your SaaS business faster with an unstoppable strategy. Now, if you're new to this channel, welcome. I drop an episode every single Sunday with actionable strategies and tactics from the trenches on how to grow your SaaS business faster. So if you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon, that way you'll get notified every single time I drop an episode with the TK energy. Now, if you're already part of this community, if you're part of my go-to-market programs, my people, welcome back. It's really awesome to see you over here. So when I was at Marketo, we were about a 450 million ARR business, and we had an entire army of people that were responsible for delivering product demos. Every deal we went into, there would be these incredible people that knew the product in and out and would custom craft a demo for winning that deal. That's how important demos were. Now, when I was at ToutApp, in the early stages, that demo that would get delivered by all the reps, that demo that would be on our website, it was just a bunch of us that got into a room and did our best to craft that perfect demo that we would deliver to the masses. But what we learned then was how you crafted that demo was super important in driving success and delivering revenues from your SaaS business. Fast forward to today, I now own 2 go-to-market SaaS companies. And even for those, I'm working on demos on how to deliver that perfect demo for winning deals. And even in the last 2 weeks, mistakes were made in those demos. And that's how hard a demo really is. So I reflected on those mistakes and I was like, you know what? I know the principles, I've delivered them, but I still made some mistakes. What can we learn from them? So in this episode, I'm gonna give you 3 fresh principles that you absolutely need to know. And they're really derived from the most common mistakes founders make, even adult TK makes, when delivering demos for brand new SaaS products, or even products that are competing in the market and trying to differentiate themselves. So if you're excited to dig into principle number 1, go and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's dig right into it. So principle number 1 is you want to start with the familiar. It can be very tempting that on a demo, you just start off with, here's our beautiful product, and you go to some in-depth piece where all these bells and whistles are being shown, and you're like, isn't it great? Because you're really proud of it, but that can be very jarring for the user or for the viewer or for the person that's going through the sales process. I learned this lesson very early at ToutApp, but I was reminded of it again as we were demoing one of our go-to-market products. And so one of the biggest things that I learned is you want to start with the familiar. What does that mean? Let me give you an example. Here's a screenshot of ToutApp. This is ToutApp from almost back in the day, not like the OG one, but when we did a rebrand. Whenever we started a demo of ToutApp, which was a sales engagement platform, we always started inside of Gmail. And inside of Gmail, we show this is Gmail, and here's a compose screen where you're sending an email or following up on an email, and here's ToutApp within it. So your reps would get access to all the pieces of functionality that ToutApp brings inside of the tools they already use. And from that point, we started with something familiar, we showed our functionality, and then we moved on to other pieces of the product that would deliver continued value for the person that was buying the product. And that changed everything. Instead of saying, here's a whole new sales engagement tool, and back then people didn't even know sales engagement, we started with like, here's what your reps are already using, and here's why it sucks, and here's how we make it 10 times better. And once you have that, here's all the other things that comes with a sales engagement platform. Now, admittedly, we went through multiple iterations of the name for this category as we were building this category. I wasn't the only one that built this category. So many amazing people came together to make it happen. Categories actually emerge. You don't just create it. We went through sales acceleration, sales productivity, and then eventually everyone settled on sales engagement. But the point here is it was so new, we had to start with the familiar. So that's principle number one. You want to start with the familiar. Don't get into a jarring piece of your software. They just won't know how to orient themselves. Principle number two, and I learned this for one of our products that we launched into the market specifically for go-to-market teams and founders that are owning go-to-market, is to skip the setup and jump to the aha moment. So I've talked on this channel about one of my SaaS companies. It's called Megaphone. What Megaphone does is it brings programmatic referrals for every B2B business. And one of the mistakes we made in demoing this brand new product was we would start with the setup. We would say, hey, look, here's how you set up a referral campaign. Here's how your data comes in. Here's how we score your customers. Here's how the customers get scored, and eventually they are referral ready. And then the system actually sends out an email to them. And then that person you're asking for a referral has one click. And that person that you are hitting up, your best customer for a referral, just has to hit one button and they can ask for a referral. In those demos, we went through the whole setup. And people were overwhelmed. They're like, oh my God, this seems like a lot. I don't know, I've never seen this. It reminded me a lot of the early days of sales engagement where people are like, what is this? Like no one knows what referral automation is, so we had to teach them this. And I get it, I've been there before. But what we learned, and we reoriented the demo because we were making this mistake, we reoriented the demo to say, skip the setup, jump to the aha moment. So what we did was we started the demo with, hey, our system is gonna monitor all your successful customers and email them when they're ready for referrals. They're gonna get this email, and then once they click on this link, they get this UI. And this is how we show the demo. This is the aha moment for them. They get this one UI that explains to them what they're gonna get by referring your product to up here. Here's how we're gonna prep them to it. Here's who we're gonna introduce them to, and just hit this button. We've already drafted the referral email for you. That is the aha moment for Megaphone. And what we were doing was going through all these twists and turns, the setup. Instead, we just jumped to the aha moment. And customers were like, yeah, I want that. I want that for all my customers. I want all my customers referring to my future customers with just one click. Boom, easy, super easy, and demos started to go 10 times better. So that's principle number two, skip the setup, go to the aha moment. Because here's the thing, every product has that aha moment. That aha moment is what makes your product differentiated. That aha moment is the thing that most people can't copy because you put so much time into perfectly crafting it. And by the time they copy you, you're gonna be 10 steps ahead on whatever you're doing. That's the piece you wanna fast forward to. All the other pieces, everyone will ask follow-up questions on. That's okay, but you wanna show them what that aha is, what that magical part of your product is, and just jump to that part of the demo because that's what really gets them hooked. Now, before I go to number three, this was one more hard-learned lesson and important principle. Again, that baby TK learned the hard way, but adult TK also made the mistake and had to tweak. And I was like, oh my God, this is an easy mistake to make, so let's make a video about it. Let me just pause here for a second. Firstly, are you starting to see the power of how important demos are? You do all that go-to-market work, which is what we talk about in this channel, and yet you can be left with no revenues because you screw up the demo. And trust me, I've been there multiple times, so I get it. It's part of the process. This is why we work on these things. If you're starting to see the power of this, you're starting to see the power of just these two principles can massively transform how you deliver your perfect demo. Can I just get a yes in the comments below? That way I know you're with me. Also, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. That way YouTube knows that you love it. And also, we appreciate a lot. My team and I put a lot of love into these videos. Also, if you're in this stage where you're like, TK, I can fix my demo, but man, I'm just not giving enough demos, then you probably need more pipeline. In order to generate more pipeline, this is exactly why I run my SaaS go-to-market coaching program. Inside of this program, I teach you all the key components to generate pipeline so you can deliver these perfect demos. You don't have to go anywhere right now. I'll link to it below. I'll tell you more about it at the end of this episode. Let's go to principle number three because this one's really good. Principle number three is show the end result, the actual prize that they're gonna get if they use your product. The best way to explain this one is through an example. The other SaaS company that I own, another go-to-market platform, is called Instant. Instant helps you generate landing pages for your lead magnet, for your manifesto, instantly. And we made the same mistake when we were demoing this product. We were showing, oh, here's all the setup. Here's how you build a landing page. And turns out no one cared. But we started leading with the result. We started leading with, hey, here's the aha moment for the product. Here's what you get when you actually launch your landing page. How you launch your landing page is not that big of a deal, but we help you create it in a way where you get better results. So we started showing the aha moment through the prize. This is an example of the prize in Instant. This is an actual dashboard that you get inside of Instant for every single landing page that you run. And you'll notice we highlight things based on how much traffic you're generating, how much conversion you're doing, and how many people are actually consuming your lead magnet and taking action. We call that activation. And we break it down, the traffic, the conversion, and the activation, all the way down to the traffic source. So we start with this story. We're like, look, you can just use any old landing page software, or you can use ours, which generates your landing page within 90 seconds, but more importantly, gives you the actual result that you desire, which is the actual analytics that show you how effective the landing page is and how to improve upon it. As soon as we started showing this picture, everything changed for Instant as well, because people were like, oh my God, I want that dashboard. That way I can actually iterate on my go-to-market strategy. And yeah, sure, it'll generate the landing page for me in 90 seconds. It'll be higher converting, but I'll really know whether it's working or not, and nothing else in the market does that. And again, we keep tweaking this dashboard, so by the time anyone tries to copy us, we'll be 10 steps ahead. And that's the beauty of the aha moment and the magical part of your product. So these are the 3 big lessons I've learned and I've been reminded of just in the last 2 weeks as I've been in the trenches helping founders revamp their go-to-market strategy, revamp their product demos, and also run my own SaaS companies. So to recap, here are the 3 core principles. Number 1, start with the familiar. If people don't really know where you're placing them, they're gonna be jarred, so start with something they're really familiar with. Number 2, make sure that you skip the setup and jump to the aha moment of your product. The most magical part, the thing that they're really buying it for. Show that piece so they can say, oh my God, that's amazing. I gotta have that. Nothing else can do that. That's what you gotta start with. And number 3, show the prize. Either as the aha moment or right after the aha moment. Show the end result of what they're gonna get when everything comes together perfectly. And now you know how to build and transform your demo so you have the perfect, unstoppable demo for your SaaS business. What you may not know is, hey TK, now I have a great demo, but I sure would like more demo calls. I sure would like more pipeline. This is exactly why I created my SaaS go-to-market coaching program. Inside of this program, I help you build a scalable go-to-market strategy, first with an ideal customer profile, then a manifesto, which actually clearly communicates your value proposition, your messaging, your strategic narrative, and then I help you deploy it through what I call a Broadway show, which is a consistent set of sales and marketing activities that generate pipeline so you can give demos all day long or start trials if you're product led. Either is fine. If you want to learn more about the program, you want to work together to revamp your go-to-market strategy, then just go to tkkader.com/GTM. tkkader.com/GTM. Inside of that page, you'll get all the details about my go-to-market program. If you'd like to work together, you can just fill a little form. We'll set up a call. On the call, we'll figure out where you are in your business and whether we can help. The better the fit, the better the results. It's an incredible program with so many success stories that we featured on this channel. So if it sounds like a great fit, we'll get started right away. And typically, founders who join the program revamp their go-to-market strategy and relaunch their Broadway show within 3 weeks of joining, and then we work together to iterate from there. It's an incredible program. It's one of the best things that I do, and I just love working with the founders inside of that program. So just go to tkkader.com/GTM. I'll also link to it below. If you got value from this video, please smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It just loves it when you do that, and so do we. We put a lot of love into these videos. Also, if you are part of a Slack channel, a WhatsApp group with fellow SaaS founders and practitioners that will get value from this video, please share this video in there. We want to help as many SaaS founders as possible build incredible software companies. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, I drop an episode every single Sunday with actionable strategies and tactics truly from the trenches, from working with over 250 founders in my go-to-market program, operating 2 software companies of my own. I bring you principles every single Sunday. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon. That way you get notified every single time I drop an episode. And lastly, remember, everyone needs a strategy for their life and their business. When you are with us, yours is gonna be unstoppable. I'm TK, and I'll see you in the next episode or inside SaaS go-to-market coaching program. Take care, everybody. I deliver an episode every single Sunday. I don't know why I said deliver. Let's redo that.